Hello, hello! Awesome Soul here. For a rather different video, this is going to be a trailer breakdown video, something I haven't really done before. Now, what exactly will I be breaking down? In this video, I will be breaking down the D.R.O.N.E announcement trailer. What exactly is D.R.O.N.E? I hear you ask. I've never heard of this game before. What exactly is it? Well, it is something that I was alerted to by one of my members of my Discord channel. So I watched through the trailer, and I thought to myself, wow, this looks right up my alley. So I figured if I think that, then chances are most of my subscribers would think that. Hence why I'm doing the video, to sort of get the word out there and possibly generate some interest in this game. The reason it needs interest is because, well, like I said earlier, you've probably never heard of this game. And that's because it was recently announced, actually, like 2 weeks ago, I think, at the time of this video. So, not a whole lot of buzz about it. They barely have any followers on Twitter, but they have been working on this game in the shadows for quite a while. So, of course, if you actually are interested in anything you see in this video, the links to all of their stuff is in the description down below. If you want to check the website or follow them on Twitter, I would recommend doing that. So, for the sake of clarity, I figured I will cover this. No, this is not an advertisement. No, this is not paid for. This is just simply me doing a bit of community service, I guess, because like I said, I found interest in this game, so most likely if you like the stuff I post on my channel, you too will enjoy this game. The developers actually did contact me on YouTube though. They left me a private message on my channel box, whatever you want to call that. But the joke's on them. I was actually planning on doing this video before they even messaged me. I have yet to actually get back to them at the time of doing this video though, so hopefully they don't mind. Basically, it was just a message saying, oh, we're doing this game, it's kind of cool, you should check it out, because they most likely found me because I liked their page or whatever, but yeah, you get the idea. It was basically just them saying, if you want to help promote the game, you can post a trailer on your video as is, or spread it on your social links or what have you. You know, like any small independent studio has to do to get the word out. But with that out of the way, we can finally dive into the trailer itself, and of course I will point out anything of interest along the way. The first thing I'm going to be pointing out is actually something you may have noticed already, and that is at the bottom right-hand corner, there is a little note that says all footage in this trailer is actually recorded in-game, which is highly impressive. It actually does look really, really good. Now, at first, I was honestly quite skeptical of this, but now it's just turned into cautious optimism, I guess we can say. That's not a bad thing for the game, it's just a kind of person I am. And keep in mind, graphics like these are definitely not impossible. One example that immediately comes to mind is ARK: Survival Evolved. If you know anything about the game, the graphics in that game are definitely to this kind of quality as well. But for those of you who are kind of skeptical, like myself, there is two things that kind of lend credence to this. One, they actually have a person on the team completely dedicated to optimizing graphics. Yes, they are the graphics programmer. They also have a lot of art-focused people on their team as well. And number two is kind of silly, but this bush right here, that is very much a in-game thing to happen, wouldn't you agree? Now we come to what I'm sure most of you would consider the meat and potatoes of this game. That is the building. Yes, you can build your own drone, as I'm sure you saw in the opening clip I used for this video. But not only that, you can build your own arena, which is what has me most excited for this game. Takes me back all the way back to the days of the Halo series, when you can build and fool around with Forge. Although I know the Halo series has come a long way, especially the current one, Halo 5, has a massive jump over the older games I've played, but it seems like the amount of things you can do in D.R.O.N.E as far as map building is pretty insane as well, but we'll get into that a little later. I also figured I would slow this clip down for you, as it does go by rather quickly. So as you can see, there are a lot of different types of drones you can build using all the different parts in there. Not only are there aircrafts, which definitely does seem to be the focus of the game, there are also ground units as well. And certain parts, like the legs you see, can actually fold up and allow you to fly easily. As stated previously, you are able to make your own arena, and you can do so on many different planet types. So these are essentially your template, your base to which you build upon. So you can terraform and distort and place parts and building blocks and all that jazz to your heart's content. Each planet type will let you do certain things. Obviously, if you are on a Earth-like planet type, you can build marshes, swamps, tall trees, no trees, just a flat grassland. It's up to you. And then of course you can terraform it to your heart's content. You have desert planets, pretty self-explanatory. They are fairly hot, and ice planets, which are fairly cold. Now, temperature will play a big part in this game. So if you're on a desert planet, for example, you will need lots of heat dissipating items if you are using a lot of high heat weapons or parts. And likewise, on an ice planet, you will need to heat up your drone as well. Oceanic planets are also a thing. And as I'm sure you're gonna guess, yes, they are made up of majority water. Interestingly enough though, it seems like certain parts will allow you to hover over the water, and some other parts will let you dive beneath it. Of course, a game is not complete without a lava planet or two, so they obviously exist. And like I said, for the desert planets, it goes probably quadruply so for lava planets. Make sure your drone is equipped properly. An interesting inclusion in this list is the gas giant. Yes, you can actually build your arena, if you so choose, in the clouds of a gas giant. What's interesting about this planet type is that you will obviously have very, very poor vision, so you will need to bring a radar or some other system. Lights will definitely help as well. Last but not least, there are also asteroid belts that you can fight on, essentially allowing you to fight in space. Now, similar to how the ocean works, you actually have to have certain parts in order to fight in space. So it's going to be interesting to see how they pull that off exactly. Now here we have a better idea of how exactly you will go about building your own arena. Each arena you make will be contained by 4 towers. These towers create an energy barrier that no drone can leave. Essentially, this is the map boundary, and it appears that every map will have the same size. At least that's what it looks like from the trailer. Possibly you will have more options to choose from, depending on which size arena you want. And obviously, if you wanted, you can build your own arena and completely make it self-contained, therefore making it smaller without having to do any fancy map size changing. There definitely seems to be a huge amount of options here. You can paint things different textures, you can place objects, you can terraform the land, you can place preset vegetation and rocks. There are also physics-related objects too, so if you shoot them, they will explode or shoot off somewhere else or simply be shoved aside. There are also different sliders you can use for the environment of your map. This is the world section. It will allow you to change the weather, the time, the longitude, latitude, etc., etc. Possibly more options will be added in the future, but who knows. Going back to the weather thing, weather will actually play a very important role in this game. Certain planet types will offer different kinds of weather happening more often. Just to name a few, there's snow, hail, rain, thunderstorms, and even meteor showers. Which, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be caught outside for one of those. Oh, yes, nearly forgot to mention. there are actually a lot of different game modes coming to this game. Obviously, you have your traditional death matches and things like that, but you also have races, death races, and a physics-based sports-like game, where the aim of the game is to pick up a ball and try and score as many points as you can. So there we have it, although I'm sure I've really only scratched the surface of what there is to this game. So, like I said in the beginning, I would highly recommend checking out the website for yourself. Links to everything is down below. I will also list the original trailer, so you can watch it in its entirety without me interrupting it constantly. I guess I'll also use this section as a final thoughts type thing. So, my first impressions of this game, when I first saw the trailer, I was incredibly impressed. It definitely looks right up my alley, looks like a ton of fun, looks like a game that I could definitely spend a lot of time playing, that's for certain. Then of course, me being myself, that turned to skepticism, and then, after looking over the trailer, turned into cautious optimism when it comes to games like this, because, as I actually haven't mentioned before, this game is going to be put onto a Kickstarter. So if you are interested in this game, and also interested in supporting it, check that out. They are also planning on doing a Greenlight project as well. No word on when exactly any of this is going to happen, honestly. But I guess what I can do is read through their press kit little blurb here for their release strategy. After creating enough awareness for the project, i.e. Steam Greenlight, YouTubers, such as myself, magazines, etc., we aim to start a crowdfunding campaign on a major platform. Crowdfunding will not only allow us to work full-time and realize the core game concept, but also introduce stretch goals. Since the game concept is flexible in its nature, we can adapt it around the ideas of our supporters. To extend the scope of our game further, we intend to have a second continuous crowdfunding phase on our website. Another goal of the crowdfunding campaign is to extend our team by hiring people who can focus on tasks so we can concentrate on developing the core game, which allows us to release the game sooner. Now, I'm sure a decent chunk of you are probably thinking the same thing, and or are in my boat, basically. You have the whole cautious optimism thing and skepticism. Well, we have to remember that as bad as certain Kickstarter titles are, you always hear about the bad ones. It's always, oh my god, the worst Kickstarter ever, this is the worst, this is terrible, but that generates the most buzz. What doesn't generate the most buzz is the great successful Kickstarters, because people are too busy happily enjoying the game to complain about a terrible Kickstarter, if that makes any sense to you guys. It's Psychology 101 and actually Marketing 101 is where I kind of learned that, but that's beside the point. And with that, I will bring this video to a close. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it. This is definitely something different that I don't normally do, but it was kind of fun. Definitely good to change things up a bit. Anyways, I've been the Awesome Soul. I thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.